Hi guys, good day and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be learning how to make this 3D design. This firework design that you are seeing on the shoulder of this dress is what this video is all about. So how to make this firework design that you are seeing on the shoulder line is what this video is all about. So we'll start by making this into smaller pieces, just like you can see on your screen before joining all these small pieces into a larger piece as it is used on the shoulder of that dress. So for this project, we're using size 6 of these crystal beads. This is the color of my choice. I know you can use whatever color that you have chosen, but for this tutorial I'll be using size 6 of these beads, and we're going to be using this copper wire. This copper wire is size 0.50 mm. There are different sizes of this copper wire, but for the sake of this particular project we are going to be using 0.5. The copper wire you are choosing should not be too thick and it should not be too thin, so that it doesn't break off when you are using it. So for this size that I'm trying to achieve, I measured 17 inches first on the copper wire, and then I folded it into 2 equal halves. After this, pass your beads into the copper wire that I have folded into 2 and take it to the middle. For this project, you are going to be using 3 beads. You can use 4 beads. You can as well use 2 beads. But for this particular one, we are going to be using 3 beads. So I passed my 3 beads and then I took it to the middle. The next thing to do is to fold your copper wire. So just fold it into 2 like you are doing. Depending on how long you want let me call it the stem to be, you're going to measure like half inch or 1 inch. You can also use 1.5 inch. It depends on how long you want the stem to be. Like this one that I'm showing you, one stem is longer than the other. For one I used half inch, for this other one I used half and quarter inch. So it depends on how long you want the stem to be. So I'm just going to be using like 1 inch now, and then you're going to twist the 2 copper wires together just like I'm doing. Please don't twist it too much so that it doesn't break off, because if you twist it too much it will start breaking off. After twisting, you will divide your copper wire into 2, and then you are going to pick any side of your choice and you pass 3 beads into the side that you have chosen. After passing 3 beads, you are going to leave like 1 inch from the stem you made earlier, and then you are going to fold it over just like I'm doing. I hope that what I'm doing is clear. So after folding it, you are going to twist it. You can see that I used like 1 inch. You can use 2 inches, you can use half inch, you can use 1.5. It depends on how long you want the stem to be. So you're going to twist these 2 copper wires together, and that is it. Then you go to the other side, you will see that one copper wire is automatically longer than the other at this point. So you go to the longest one now, and then you pass 3 beads into it, and you are still going to fold. You will leave 1 inch between the bead and the previous stem that you just made, and then you are going to fold and twist. I hope what I'm trying to say is clear. So you are going to fold and twist. So now we have 2 branches already. Moving to another branch, you need to make a stem first. Let me call it stem and branch. So you are going to make another stem depending on the distance you want between the first bead and then the second one. The distance don't have to be even, like they don't have to be regular. You can make the distance irregular, like one can be 1 inch, the other one will be 2 inches. Depends on, you can just get creative with it. So but in this case I used 1 inch throughout, so I twisted it 1 inch downward, and then I separated my copper wire and I passed another 3 into one side. Make another branch, and you're going to twist the branch that you have made. Like I said earlier, please don't twist too much. This thing breaks off so easily. So you are going to twist it, and at this point you will see that one copper wire is longer than the other. You will pick the longest one to the opposite direction, and you are going to make another branch by passing 3 beads. You can pass 4, you can pass 5, you can pass 2. Like I said, all those things don't have to be even or regular. It depends on whatever shape that you're trying to achieve. So I passed three and then I made another branch. Well, I just realized that at the initial stage of this video, I did not introduce myself. My name is Oluwato Singh. In case this is the first video of mine that you're coming across, and you're welcome. To all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. In case you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll get notified when next I upload a new video on this channel. So at this point, the next thing is to create another stem. So with 1 inch downward, I made another stem, and then after making another stem, I picked one side of the copper wire, I passed my 3 beads into it, and then I made another branch. Yeah, so when I was done with one, this is what it's looking like. This is because I measured 17 inches initially. If you want yours longer than this, you know that you definitely measure more than 17 inches. And if you want it shorter than this, you don't have to measure up to 17 inches of the copper wire. I hope what I'm trying to say is clear. So I made 60 of this. I used 30 on one side and 30 on the other side. So I made 60 of these, and when I was done making all of them, the next thing I did was to start joining them together. So you are going to pick one piece and join. The first thing I did was to, because there's a particular length I was trying to achieve. You know, there should be a length. If you're using it for edge piece, there should be a length for just as I used mine, like just as it was used in the dress, there should be a length you are working towards that, like you are trying to achieve. So the first thing I did was to create the length. So you are going to join it in a straight line first, so that you achieve your desired length before you start making the sides, like the branches. Up what I'm trying to say is clear. So in my case, I was trying to achieve, or I achieved 17 inches long. So I joined this together, join it firmly till you get to whatever length that you are trying to achieve. And after achieving the length, I started adding to the sides. And as I was joining, I kept on measuring till I got to the 17 inches that I spoke about. And at this point, it was already 7 inches. I needed 10 inches more. So I kept on adding. I kept on joining the pieces together. Please make sure you are doing it firmly so that it doesn't start breaking off. Or when I say firmly, I don't mean tightly. If it's too tight, it's going to break. But let it clip, like hold each other firmly so that it does not break off, kind of. So now I have 17 inches long. You can see that it's still like on a straight line. It's still a straight line at this point before I proceeded to attaching to the sides. So now I this is the first one I made. This is for one side. This is what I'm trying to like. This is what I want the end result to look like. So after making it into the straight line, I started joining to the sides. And after all being said and done, this is the outcome of mine. This is what mine came out looking like. This piece can take your dress from 0 to 1000. Like it came out looking so beautiful on my dress. So thank you so much for sticking with me from the beginning of this video till this point. If you are still with me and you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. In case you have any questions, don't forget that the comment section down below is always open to your question. And hope you know that there are several other things you can use this piece for. You can use it as earring, hairband. It's a very beautiful thing to behold. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.